Buonasera, signore.
Hey, I'm just gonna need to move some things around with my reservation.
Is there something wrong?
Look, I think we both know things didn't go too well today. What's going on?
She was just here, and then she wasn't.
If I was in your position, I would enjoy the package myself.
Go on my honeymoon.
Honeymoon, vacation, call it what you want.
Sometimes gravity comes so fast, I don't know where I'm falling to.
Is the seat taken?
Sorry, do I know you?
You on that honeymoon package?
Yes.
Where's your two?
That's personal.
Oh, it's a no-show. Hey, Scoozy, big tuna. He's gonna need that. Got left at the altar.
No, I never said that.
So just in time for Valentine's Day, Tony P. How about a trip to the motherland?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Homeland.
I was just there in Rome, so I felt so attached to that scene, and like that delivery was spot on.
All right, well, we can't make it there right now, but you
I know.
can head to a movie theater and enjoy a trip to Italy. That was part of the trailer for Solo Mio, a new rom-com starring Kevin James as a groom stranded in Rome, heartbroken in the world's happiest city, but with one determined local and a few meddling vacation couples in his corner. His ruined honeymoon becomes an adventure he never expected, because sometimes, Tony P., heartbreak is just the first chapter of a better story. Joining us now live to talk about the movie and more is star Mr. Kim Coates. Thank you so much for spending some time with us here on the Live Zone Primetime tonight.
Well, boys, I am definitely one of those meddling honeymooners trying to pull Kevin James out of his funk by being left at the altar. That would be me.
Yeah, that would be you. And I have two questions. First and foremost, congratulations. Before was this as much fun to film as it was to watch, is my first question. My second question is, in real life, would you be that meddling guy who would be dragging people out on a dance floor, singing Drift Away by Dobie Gray, taking shots and more?
No, I would not be that guy. No, I would be hiding in the corner with my own bottle of wine. I would offer assistance only if he insisted. But to your first question, come on, boys. Kevin James and I have been, we've been friends for a long time, and I've been lucky enough to work with him 4 or 5 times. And he said to me a couple of years ago, Coatsy, I'm writing a rom-com for you and me. And I went, yeah, sure you are. No, I'm writing a rom-com for you and me. And I went, yeah, sure you are. Well, he did. And so when you get to go to Rome for 6, 7 weeks, and then Tuscany for a week, and film this incredible little story that is so full of, I mean, come on, boys, we need this so bad right now. We need love. We need listening and love and Valentine's Day. And the world is so crazy. It's so crazy. So this film, I'm so happy that it's such a big hit. I'm so happy people are seeing me in something other than riding motorcycles and shooting people. Like
that's a bad thing? Okay, that actually leads me to my next question.
That's pretty solid.
This is a little bit of a departure for you in that sense. So, what was this? Was this a fun change of pace, and what has the reaction been like from fans?
Best. It was the best time. You guys know me. I'm a character actor. I've done a million movies, a million TV shows, from playing Brigham Young with American Primeval to being on Walking Dead, Sons of Anarchy, whatever. This, to do a romantic comedy, lads, for the first time in my life, and have so much fun, it just, I'm still pinching myself that we actually pulled it off.
Wow. Now, when you approach, you've played incredibly powerful characters, intense characters, and again, it's intense in a rom-com setting as well. You have that intensity across the board. How do you figure out how to play these characters and what's driving them underneath? Do you start with things like, what does this character want? What are they looking for? Or what are they afraid of? Because in a situation like this rom-com, you're kind of with someone who has just lost something. So how do you approach what's driving that character?
What a great question. I have to just say that Allison Hannigan, who plays my wife, star, legend, she plays my wife. So we called each other when we both got cast, and we said, okay, so this is our 3rd honeymoon. We keep getting divorced, but then we fall in love again, then we keep getting divorced. So let's figure out, so we figured it out. And, I came from a very, very rich family. My father was full of cash. We hang out in Vegas as much as we can. We drink as much champagne as we can. And now we're going to Italy. So that's all the prep that I did, was figuring out my background with Allison. And the stuff with Kevin, you guys know this, right? He's a brilliant, he's a legend comedian. And he's an incredible actor. And for him and the two Kinane brothers who directed this film, Chuck and Daniel, to let us ad-lib this entire movie. I mean, yes, there was a script. It was an incredible script. The boys wrote it with Kevin. It's incredible. But every day, boys, we went, okay, do another one. Make it up. Do another one. And so for me to ad-lib like that with Kevin, day in and day out, was, I'll never forget it.
That's really cool, because that's very Scorsese-esque of the Goodfellas set years ago.
So I literally have written on here a question about that when it comes to ad-libbing as well. Was the earring really yours, and did Kevin James basically call you out as a pirate? Was that in the script, or was that just you two busting balls?
That was not in the script. No, that was definitely a midlife crisis for Jules, who I play.
Okay.
Who has and it's not even just an earring, it's a hoop. It's a pirate hoop. I could be a grandma. He even says it in the scene. So no, that was actually written in the script for sure.
When you're acting with people like Kevin James that you know and you have this rapport, how does that allow you to take risks as an actor, really pursue, maybe a different type of ad lib, or just that comfort level? How does that impact your ability to, act and figure out where you want to go with the scene?
It doesn't get any better than that, lads. I mean, acting to me, all the stage I did, all the Broadway I did, I was the youngest Macbeth ever at Stratford. It all started in a very, very insular, esoteric, beautiful theatrical way. When you go to film and television, you don't get a lot of rehearsal, right? You have to do a lot of prep early. You have to do a lot of thinking early. And you only hope that you can be with someone who's willing to play. Acting is not acting. If you start acting, you see it on camera, you're done. Acting is listening. You listen, you respond. I internalize everything. So to be with Kevin and Jonathan Rhys, I mean, and like I said, Allison and Julianne, all the girls, we had such chemistry. I think that's why it's doing so well.
Right.
People can see the chemistry on the screen. And with the music, and you guys said, Chris, early about, you're in Rome. We're in Rome. We're not in Cleveland. I love Cleveland. Don't get me wrong. But we're not in Cleveland making it look like Rome. We're actually in Rome. So I think that Italy itself has a part in this movie that people, they want to go see it again and again. It's really uplifting people in love, in humor. Yeah. There's a twist at the end that you don't see coming. Yeah, it's really great.
I mean, Rome it kind of disarms you a little bit as a presence, and I can just sense that throughout the movie. Like, it's a very disarming presence, and that's how love should be.
Yes. Love.
Exactly.
Yes.
So Gia has a great line about not making things weird, which I love. And then Neil has a line that I love, too, that I wanted to talk to you about. Flawed with a foundation. Your relationships in this movie are flawed with a foundation. That was a theme that I loved in this movie. What do you hope audiences take away from it as well?
Wow, that's a very, very astute question. I think they should take away everything. I think Kevin says it. You just said about what Jonathan Rhys said. No relationship is perfect. Every relationship has flaws. It's about listening and understanding and respecting and loving and giggling and laughing. It's just so hysterical that these Kinane boys, there's 28,000 of them in this movie. They write it, they direct it, they edit it, they do the music. I mean, they came up with this concept that my guy and my gal, this is our third honeymoon. And if you stick around to the end of this movie, which of course you will, there's a little back scene B playing, and we might even get married a fourth time. Like, think about that. I mean, are we Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton? I don't know. But love is always complicated. But now is Valentine's weekend. It's a huge hit, and I'm just so happy to be talking to you guys. And Kevin and I have not stopped to impress with this movie in about a month now. So I don't know if it'll ever stop, because we're just so happy that people are going to be happy going to a theater, smuggling a Mickey of vodka. I don't care what you do. Go see this movie, buy some popcorn, and get ready to laugh and cry. I mean, I do. Yeah. It's so fun.
Let me ask you this. For a lot of the Gen Z audience that I talk to, we can't sit through movies because of these stupid things we have, right? And it can really, hurt our ability to understand the inner meanings. As an actor who's been, through countless film and TV and has been in this, what would be your advice for viewers as they watch the movie to stay present? What should they be looking for as themes to really pick up on about love and about just being present when chaos seems to be around you?
I think that this film, because it's a romantic comedy, is different than most films that are out there today in the theaters, right? There's not a lot of romantic comedies anymore.
No.
We seem to have gotten away from that genre, right, boys? I mean,
Yes.
we really have. And so right away, Gen Z, Gen B, Gen D, whatever you want to call
Alpha.
them. If you Alpha, call it whatever you want. If you go to this theater with a buddy or a girl or a date or your mom, I don't care who you're going with, you're gonna walk away falling in love with Italy. You boys talked about going to Italy at the very start of this. You're gonna love Italy. You're gonna love Kevin James. He's never been better. He's a brilliant actor, and the way he plays his pain and his sorrow, and then trying to get on with his life in Italy, and knuckleheads like me and Jonathan come along with our ladies, and then Gia, Nicole from Italy, Gramano, she's just brilliant. And meeting her and the big surprise singer at the end, I don't even know if we can talk about this
I wasn't
now.
going to bring it up, but man,
Give it
oh man.
Are we allowed? Are we going to go to jail?
No, we won't go to
Talk
jail.
about
But
this.
We're on streaming.
Just
But I
name
mean-
them. Name them.
But I mean, you know, we have one of the most famous singers ever in the world that comes.
And
to
Kevin
this
James had
picture
to
and this
sing
breath.
with him. That in and
He
of
did.
itself. Hey, listen, before we let you go, on a more personal note here, and this one goes for my guy down here too. I know
I think
that
I'm in the second box.
we're going to go into minor spoiler territory here. Minor spoiler territory, but
Sure.
it shows up in the
Sure.
trailer.
Yeah.
Kevin James on that motorcycle, as a real motorcycle rider, did you get any say in what kind of bike he got to climb on there at the end? And did you get to do any rides through the Italian countryside? And if Tony P wants to buy a motorcycle and learn how to ride, I have volunteered to teach him.
You started.
What kind of bike should we put him on?
Well, I'm a Harley guy because I was so lucky to get, you know, I have somewhere between 3 and 5 Harleys in my garage. So you can figure
What?
out how many I have. And they were all during Sons of Anarchy time and whatever. So I'm a big Harley guy, but I love bikes, period. But that day that Kevin got on that motorcycle and did that stuff with Gia in the film near the end of the movie, I wasn't in that scene, but I watched and I went, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. You better not screw this up, buddy. Safety first. Come on, Kev. So he knew I was watching. He was very nervous. Very nervous.
Now, I got to ask you from a practical perspective for motorcycles. So, as someone who's kind of a square, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of like this, you know, quirky
Nothing
dude.
wrong with that.
That isn't exactly Ray Liotta in Wild Hogs type look, or you at Sons of Anarchy, right? Do you think it's okay for someone like me to embrace that side of me? And how do I go about and do
Yes.
that? Because like I want it, but I don't want it to seem so inauthentic.
We're gonna start.
Yeah, start right now.
Loosen up.
Get the hair going.
A little slick, like a little bit further back, right?
There's whatever. Get some sunglasses. Protect your eyeballs.
That's a start.
Chris knows what he's doing.
I absolutely
There you
love
go.
that. Oh my God.
Mr. Kim Coates, thank
that's
you so
awesome.
much for spending some time
This
with us
is
here on
great.
the Live Zone Primetime. This was fantastic. Congratulations
Yes.
on the movie. Everyone needs
Wonderful
to go
job.
out and check it out.
Thanks.
You can check it out in theaters right now. Solo Mio, now playing in theaters, perfect for Valentine's Day weekend. Tony P, how great was that?
That was so much fun. I had like 5 more questions
I
about
know,
the
we
crap that I
spend the
could
rest of our
ask
night,
him.
but we have another guest
Yes,
waiting in the
yes.
wings. We're going to talk to Ryan Lynch
I
all
love
about
you, boys.
travel and
Love you, boys.
adventure.
Thank you.
Much
Coming
love.
up on the other
Much
side
love.
of the break. Mr. Kim Coates, thank you.
Much
Have
love.
a great
Thank
night.
you, boys. Thank you.